Still wearing your pajamas at 3 p.m. because of your pain? Discover how something as simple as getting dressed can actually rewire your brain's pain response. The science behind personal appearance and pain recovery is surprising, and it could transform your daily experience. If you find this helpful, please like and subscribe to support this channel. Greetings. It's nice to see you again. And those here for the first time, you're very welcome. Today, we're exploring the second component of the AIM system for chronic pain recovery. The image component focuses on personal appearance and grooming despite pain. Where it might seem superficial at first glance, research shows that how we present ourselves physically has profound effects on our psychology, mood regulation, and even our pain perception. When living with chronic pain, it's natural to prioritize comfort, staying in pajamas or sweats, skipping grooming routines that require energy you don't have. But research in behavioral psychology shows that these seemingly innocent choices can actually reinforce pain cycles and contribute to depression. Let me share 2 examples of how the image component has helped real people transform their pain experience through attention to personal appearance. Lisa is 47 and lives with rheumatoid arthritis. It's a condition that causes painful inflammation in her joints, particularly affecting her hands, wrists, and knees. She worked as a marketing executive before her condition forced her to reduce her hours and transition to a remote consulting role with flexible scheduling. Lisa found herself spending most days in the same comfortable clothes, often not changing out of her pajamas when working from home. Her morning routine had gradually disappeared as joint pain made tasks like styling her hair or applying makeup increasingly difficult. She began implementing the image component after noticing her mood declining steadily. Starting small, she created a minimum viable appearance plan, changing into simple but presentable clothes each morning, regardless of pain levels or whether she had video meetings scheduled. Lisa's biggest challenge was finding clothing that accommodated her joint pain while still looking professional. She overcame this by researching adaptive clothing options and investing in several easy-to-wear outfits that used magnetic closures instead of buttons and had stretchy panels at the knee and elbow regions. The result surprised her. Within 3 weeks of consistently changing out of pajamas every morning, she reported feeling more mentally alert during work calls and experiencing a measurable improvement in her productivity. After 2 months, she noticed she was spontaneously suggesting video calls rather than phone calls with clients, something she had actively avoided before. Most notably, her friends and family commented that she seemed more like her old self again, not because her condition had changed, but because her psychological relationship with the discomfort had shifted. Here's another example. Michael is 58 with chronic back pain following a workplace injury that resulted in 2 herniated discs and nerve compression. He worked as a retail manager before his condition forced him to leave his position and take a part-time administrative role with reduced hours. Michael's pain led to a complete neglect of his appearance. He stopped shaving regularly. He wore the same comfortable clothes for days and avoided looking in mirrors. As his appearance declined, so did his willingness to engage socially, which created a cycle of isolation that worsened his pain experience. His turning point came when implementing a structured approach to personal grooming. Rather than attempting everything at once, he created what he called a staged appearance protocol. He identified 3 levels of self-presentation. The first is a basic, which includes showering, shaving, and wearing clean clothes. The second level is called enhanced, which includes his basic level plus styling his hair and wearing a coordinated outfit. And his professional level includes the enhanced level plus wearing a nice watch and dress shoes. Michael's biggest obstacle was morning stiffness and pain that made grooming tasks difficult. He overcame this by rearranging his bathroom with tools designed for easier movement. A shower chair was installed. He used extended handles on grooming tools and a seated area for dressing. He also shifted some grooming tasks to evening hours when his discomfort was often less intense. 4 months into this practice, Michael reported a 30% improvement in his comfort level. His physical symptoms hadn't disappeared, but they were interfering less with his daily activities. He successfully increased his work hours and, most significantly, resumed attendance at community events he had previously abandoned. The simple act of feeling presentable had broken his isolation cycle, which in turn increased his overall sense of well-being. You might be wondering why something as seemingly superficial as getting dressed and grooming can have such profound effects on people like Lisa and Michael. Let's look at what research tells us about the connection between personal appearance and our experience of pain. The research on appearance and pain recovery is compelling. Studies in psychoneuroimmunology, that's a hard word, show that our self-care behaviors directly influence inflammatory markers and pain signaling. Research in behavioral psychology demonstrates that the act of dressing purposefully activates brain regions associated with motivation and agency, qualities often diminished in persistent pain. A particularly relevant study published in the Journal of Health Psychology found that chronic pain patients who maintain regular grooming and dressing routines reported improved mood and less interference in daily activities compared to those who didn't prioritize appearance. So please remember, image is not about vanity. It's about sending your nervous system powerful signals that you are not defined by your discomfort. Even when pain is present, presenting yourself with dignity tells your brain that recovery is possible. Now that we understand the science behind why appearance matters, let's put this knowledge into practice with a simple exercise you can start right away. I call it the daily dignity practice. Tonight, lay out a complete outfit for tomorrow. Something comfortable but not what you would sleep in. Choose clothes that make you feel good but accommodate your pain needs. In the morning, change into these clothes within 1 hour of waking, even if you have nowhere to go. Pay attention to how differently you move and behave once dressed for the day. Add one simple grooming task that you've been skipping, whether it's styling your hair, applying moisturizer, or even trimming and filing your nails. This small practice can begin breaking the psychological link between pain and self-neglect, giving your brain new associations that support recovery. I'd love to hear from you in the comments. What aspect of your appearance or grooming routine have you let slip because of pain, and how might you reclaim it this week? In our next video, we'll explore more advanced image techniques, including adaptive strategies for high pain days and special occasions. So it's bye for now, and I'm wishing you a comfortable week.